Previously on Stuck in Wuhan.
Why the heck didn't you guys go back to America a week and a half ago when they sent out a plane, a charter plane from the American, government for you guys to get on and get the heck out of there? Why didn't you leave?
The 250 seat plane
Yeah,
for the 1,000 Americans.
right. Did you guys try, or did you?
I mean, I'll start out. I mean, I know I don't want to speak for Ben, but I know he's got a kid, and that's an entirely different. I understand that. For me, it was I couldn't bring my girlfriends. They weren't allowing any. At first, they weren't allowing any Chinese nationals onto the planes. I later found out you could actually get them on, but they were up front with us. They were saying no Chinese nationals will be allowed unless they have U.S. citizenship or a U.S. passport. So I couldn't bring my girlfriend to 2 years. She's practically my fiance at this point. So that was a big thing. And then also my dog, who won't shut up right now. And he's a year old, and we were always planning on going back to the States, with the dog. And I'm not going to abandon my dog either, or my girlfriend, especially as things seem so bad here. They really do. And I don't think I could sleep with myself at night knowing that I had left for the safety of the USA, leaving my girlfriend, my dog, behind. I wouldn't be able to sleep. I'd be, in a 14-day quarantine every night, just checking my phone to text her. And what can I can't, get her once I'm out. It'd be impossible for me to get her back over, It'd be wildly impractical. So for me, it's just a question of waiting it out. And it was a tough decision. I'm not saying it's scary, but I got to stay with my girlfriend and my dog.
That's really honorable. I mean, when things like this happen, like these big types of tragedies or whatever, it really tests, the moral fabric, what kind of person you really are. And I've heard things go both ways from people in Wuhan. I've heard, some people, they just up and leave, and they leave, their girlfriend or even wife.
Some people did, but on the other hand, there's a lot of us, and I just really want to make that clear to viewers. We're not like the last, left behind in Wuhan. There are a fair amount of Americans, maybe dozens, maybe even a couple hundred, who stay behind to stay with their families, to stay with their loved ones, who they couldn't, bring back home. So, we're a community in of ourselves, for better or worse. So it's not just me, and it's not just Ben. There's more of us.
That's really nice. Benjamin, do you want to elaborate on why you didn't get on that plane? Same situation or a little different?
Pretty much the same situation. My wife is Chinese. My daughter has a U.S. passport, and I'd done some interviews and discussed this before about the State Department dropping the ball and just never responding or replying or giving any kind of answers. Multiple phone calls and emails, and absolutely zero response or confirmation by anyone, even despite having people saying, oh, okay, I'm going to handle your situation. I'm going to talk to my boss now and return your call and figure this out multiple times, and never once got a single reply or any indication that my daughter or my wife would be able to evacuate.
I got some yogurt. I found some yogurt today too. I got your favorite. Some mango and strawberry. Don't touch anything.
So then wash it.
Yeah, we gotta clean it.
So we don't have American citizen services that haven't opened in Wuhan yet, even though we had consulate staff. So they actually weren't allowed to give any kind of official advice or pass much information on to us. Even though they're in the WeChat groups that we're in, I guess they just weren't legally allowed to say anything. Everything had to come from Beijing. And so, but a few people were able to back channel and get some help and some advice and information privately, but there was nothing that they could do or say publicly in the groups that we're in and that they were in as well. So yeah, that pretty much, we wanted it as an option, when things first started getting locked down, and then we heard they were going to evacuate the consulate staff on there, and there would be some additional seats available for others. Fortunately, he was in a car, and he was giving people rides to the airports for the American evacuation and for other evacuations as well, because all public transportation here has been closed since the quarantine. and you're not authorized to drive a car, then you'll lose your license if you get caught driving. The cameras take a picture and bye-bye license. So no buses, no taxis, private ride share apps, all of that was blocked. And it was just people walking down the road to go to the supermarket. And fortunately, I have an electric bike, so I was able to be a little more mobile and get to places.
Hello everyone, please follow our channel, like our video, and give us thumbs up for the YouTube. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.